Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode here on the BlockHeads server. It is episode 46, 45. I just recorded 45. Just finished a few hours ago. Then I went and painted someone's house. And then I started this. So it's episode 46. And today we're still working on the medieval city. Here we are. Maybe you're getting tired of it, but I am not. I am really liking the way this thing looks. I like the way it sounds. I like the way it smells. Smell that poo everywhere. I don't know. I need to check to see if medieval cities actually are mostly full of poo. Anyway. So what we're going to be doing today, though, is I wanted to try to build a lot of buildings and try to time lapse. We tried one at a time a little bit. We did some different things. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try to build these in stages. So like, for example, typically when I've built these buildings, I've built the lower portion first. Then I built this middle portion right here. Then I build this portion up here that is the ceiling. And then I decorate the outside of the whole thing and then I'm done. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing a whole bunch of these bottom ones, right? Just the stone part, just the stone on the bottom. And then going back through and doing the upper portion. And then going back through and doing the roof. And then we get the idea. So basically, like, instead of building like one full house and then moving to another full house, I'm going to build like a bunch of like stone parts. And then I'm going to go back through and then build the upper middle parts. And then I'm going to go back through and then build the roofs like that. And I think that might actually speed things up, because one of the longest things that a person has to do here in Minecraft is like load stuff into their inventory, unload that stuff, load new stuff, etc., as you go. And that could be really time consuming. So I'm thinking that if I could just build like a bunch of the bases and then the middles and then the roofs, like I said, that things might go a little bit faster actually. So that's kind of what I'm into right now, is just kind of speed, like getting some things moving. But I do want every single one of these to be unique and interesting. So I kind of have to balance those two things out in my head and try to figure out, okay, how am I going to make these unique and interesting, yet still build them in like a batch method, like in batches. Waffle Stick likes to use this basalt block. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, that is kind of what I'm going to try today. And what I'm thinking about doing is, instead of building like all of them in a cluster like I did this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread them out like quite a bit, so that as I'm doing this, even if things kind of become a little bit more like the same on every single house, then at least it's spread out around the city, if that makes sense. So instead of like doing just this whole area, I'm going to do like, maybe 3 or 4 houses in here, maybe 3 or 4 houses over there, 3 or 4 houses back there, 3 or 4 houses this way, and 3 or 4 houses that way, and so on, so that the style that I end up with is spread out. So that's what we're going to start doing. Here we go. I just have to pick a place, because what I have here is shulker boxes full of stone and cobblestone and regular stone and even some stone brick walls and some other little random things, all laid out and ready to go to place and to build with. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're building things. Ha! All right. Anyway, where should we start? That's the ultimate question always. I haven't built a single thing over here. This house right here. Look at this. This is a prime candidate for the first one. I'm going to do it right here. Right here. This is where we're going to build. Right, this one. So let's start. We have begun. There we go. I was thinking about doing this as a time lapse, but I'm not. I'm just going to build a lot of these. Well, I'm certainly not going to make you live through this horribleness. That's for sure. Where should the door be? Right there. We now have a door. Excellent. All right. I'm going to keep building this, and I'm going to probably build like, I don't know how many other ones. It really depends on how unique I can make each one of these. So if I'm making them unique, each one, then I think that would be fine to build a lot of them. But if I'm finding myself kind of following the same old pattern, then I'll probably build less of this using this method. That is that, and I'm going to get going here. Is it sunset already? I swear, it's always either night or almost night on this server. Like literally every time. And occasionally I get weird audio glitches. Do you hear that? Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that took a long time to do that. Yeah, so we started over here, and like if you look at the ground, you can see all these little rectangles made out of stone now instead of the wool ones, and it almost looks like an archaeological dig site where you have like the little rectangular shapes everywhere because that's like the foundations of the buildings and stuff. Anyway. I think we made a tremendous amount of progress, although I spent probably, I don't know, a week doing it. So, yeah. Anyway, there we go. I left some of them still wool because I wasn't sure like if I wanted to do some intermixed with like some blackstone as the base, or maybe ones that have a completely different build style where we don't really use stone at the base of the builds, more like like more actually like this inn right here where it has kind of like a foundation of stone, but then like not anything higher than that. I actually did a couple where it's just a stone foundation. Like this one here actually is just a stone foundation, but then it's going to have like a stone tower, which I think that's going to be kind of fun. I did a few of those, but like I said, I left a few undone so that, Waffle Stick had the opportunity to do them if you wanted to, or Et's Mine even, or whatever. So I think that that was kind of a good thing to do because it's a little boring to like do the bases of these. And then as I do the uppers, that's kind of where more of the creativity starts to come in. But I don't know. I don't know if that was the best decision, but it's definitely moved the project along quite a bit, which is kind of what I wanted. I didn't want to be doing this project like into 2022 and still working on it. I wanted to kind of do things faster. So I think that that definitely achieved that. So now we're going to do a few of these uppers, and I'm going to do that right now. So one thing with me, like I keep going back and forth between two styles of like video. And yeah, like some of you already like heard me say this a couple times maybe. But basically like the style of video that I prefer to record is one where it's more like a let's build. Like I'm just building stuff and talking, and I'm not really, like building things and then like doing tutorials. So like tutorials kind of wear me out because you have to build the thing twice. And it's like, I enjoy the creative aspects of Minecraft. I don't really enjoy the editing and the like figuring out the best way to like demonstrate a particular build or whatever. So I tend to kind of gravitate a little bit more towards the let's build from that standpoint. But then part of me wants to play Minecraft and like not talk. So in those moments of my life, I feel like what I want to do is I feel like I just want to kind of, build something and not have to talk about it while I'm doing it and then show people it later. So that's more like a tutorial. So I just can never make up my mind about this situation. But anyway, right now I'm more in like a let's build and while I'm talking and just kind of get it done sort of mode. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing right now. And you might see a couple of let's build coming in the future as far as like my other parts of my channel. Not the BlockHeads stuff, but yeah. So there's that. Anywho, wow, that looks kind of cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Looks good. Okay, so next, let's do another layer, I think, on top of here. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. I kind of wanted to continue a little bit of the tight, together sort of builds, like right here, how they're just like literally like next to each other in a couple of instances. So that's kind of what I was going for on this lane here, because this is going to be like the main street. In fact, I'm actually probably going to name it Main Street. Super original, but That's how I roll. I'm super original like that. Yeah, there we go. Is that good? Yeah, that's gonna work. Good. Is it gonna work? Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna do like another layer up above, I think, and then we go. So, yeah. Okay. What else am I gonna do here? I'm gonna put in a floor. I've been liking to use kind of slabs for the floors because it makes the lower level here a little bit larger looking. If that makes sense. So, yeah. And also it takes less resources, so I run out of things less frequently. I know I have the tree farm, so I can actually get wood very quickly, but it's just, I don't know. You got to go all the way over there, and then you got to come. It's a total nightmare. I'm just kidding. Yes, I am that lazy right now. I really am lazy. So I've been going back physically to work because it's enough with the pandemic already, I guess they've decided. So anyway, I've been really, really, really tired this week because I did not realize everything that goes into actually getting to a place, you know? Like when you go to a place, I'm sure you guys know this, you have to like bring stuff with you. Like you got to have your keys, and you got to have your lunch, and you got to have, I don't know, your wallet and your shirt and a bunch of other stuff that I kind of forgot about. Well, I didn't forget about the shirt, but the other things for sure I forgot about. And speaking of forgetting about things, I kind of forgot about some, what are those called? Oh yeah, trapdoors. I need trapdoors. But yeah, so I've just been exhausted because just trying to get back into sort of the normal flow of life has just been really tiring. And so I'm a little tired right now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and build a little bit more here, and we'll see what we got. All right, we're on the next level up here. Got my trapdoors, by the way, in case you guys were counting. Anyway, we're going to go, I think we're going to go out one more. Do I want to do that? That one's set back a block. I think so. I think we're going to come out one more block here, like this. The, what are these called? I always want to call them It's called a jetty. That's right, jettying. This is called jettying, actually. It's what I think it's referred to as. From an architectural standpoint, you just kind of jetty it out there. It's also kind of called a cantilever, but I think a cantilever is more like where it kind of comes out a little further. But anyway, there we go. So up 4 like that. This is a very standard construction for me. I'm a little bit like, should I have done something more interesting? But I've done more interesting things all around. So I think that we're okay to do one that's a little bit more standard. More kind of hex normal. That's the thing. There we go, like that. All right. Okay, across there. And then we got to jump down here. And then like this. All right, that's pretty good. Then we're going to come up here. 2, 3, 4. And then we'll come across here. And I think what I'm going to do on this one is actually make the kind of like a roof line going this way and then one coming this way. Maybe I'll do that the opposite. So like one's this way and one's like frontwards. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, like that. There we go. And then run around over here. So yeah, so this is actually going to have a gable end that's like that. And then this one's going to be this away at some point. So yeah, that's going to be good. I think what I'm going to do is do the roofs afterwards. Because then it's like I can build this part a little bit faster. So that's pretty good. Well, anyway, here's what I needed those trapdoors for. So if I put them across here, it's a lot easier to place in the bone blocks and get the stuff here. And I did a little bit more research about this wattle and daub stuff that I've been talking about. I actually figured out what it is. So essentially what they do is inside of the, once they put the timber framing up, what they do is they put it's like a lattice work. So like basically like there'd be a few sticks in here like this. and then they would actually weave like some reeds or something, or like smaller sticks back and forth in between those, and then they would cover the thing inside with like a mixture of mud and grasses and animal feces, like for example cow manure. Sometimes they would use cow manure, not always. And then they would like paint it white or do like a whitewash, whatever that is. So that's the part I still need to figure out. But it does kind of make sense that it's a little bit like, these bone blocks have a little bit of sort of this brownish gray, sort of like a brown gray color in them. So it kind of makes sense if you're, putting animal poop inside here. That's gross. I'm filling these in because this building is directly next to it, so we probably won't be able to make use of any kind of window here. Unless I set these back one. Which I actually might do. That actually might make some sense to set this back one. Like this. Because I've already got this stairway right here. And so then if I set it back one, then it's going to make a little bit more sense, I think. Like that and like that. We'll just go like that. It kind of annoys me. I don't know. Does that annoy me? Does that annoy you guys? Yeah, it kind of annoys me. There we go. All right, let's break this out first. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but I love the sound that these bone blocks make when you break them. It's very chimey. It's a very chimey sound to it. I like that. I like that they've been adding like new sounds into the game in the last couple of updates, 2-3 updates. They've been kind of spending... I can talk. They've been paying more attention to the sound that the game makes a little bit, which I think is really good because, I don't know, it just makes it feel a little bit more immersive, I guess. As though Minecraft needs to be more immersive. I mean, this is super immersive, this game. At least to me, anyway. I don't know if immersive is quite the right word, but it makes you want to play it, so it seems immersive and, like, that's a good word to me, don't you think? Immersive? Is that the right word? I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Up we go like this. And then we're going to do this here. And then we've got another level up here. And that'll be nice. It'll be super duper nice. Cool. I think that what I am going to do is go around and build like the kind of the upper parts, at least on like a few builds. I might not do it like every single one all the way out there, because then it's going to be a lot of chopped off buildings. But then, because it's like what takes a lot of time, as I explained before in the video, is like, making sure that you have all the materials in your inventory that you need to do what you're going to be doing. So if I just kind of stick with like a certain set of materials, and then I just keep, building with those materials, then things tend to go a little bit faster. It's more like what do you call those things? Production line? No, that's not quite the word. Assembly line. Yeah, it's more of like an assembly line versus like custom made stuff, right? Like the reason people use assembly lines is because it's faster. You can build more stuff more quickly, for better or worse. But that way, I'm just going to put these in here for lighting. That's obviously not where they're going to go. Just for a little bit of lighting in here. Did I miss like this whole wall of bone block? I seem to have. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. So I would say that this one, let's plunk one down there, just so I don't have creepers creeping, those little creepy fellers. What are they doing? Those little creeps. There we go. All right. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's going to work. I think that's going to work nicely. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay. Let's do, I don't know, the one across the street maybe? Maybe this one right here? Maybe that'll be a good one to do next. Next, we're doing this one. All right, on this one, I think what I'm going to do is put the stairway like right there, like that. We're going to just, like that. And then what I want to do is I'm going to do this one in dark oak, I think. Because I want to like mix in different materials. That's the trouble when you're doing like batch building or assembly line, like I said, is that it's really easy to make every single building look the same. And I do not want that in the city. The whole point of building the city was to kind of get some different designs going. And so if I, you know, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so we're just going to do this. And I'm going to put a ring around this one, kind of like I did on this one here, where the wood is actually going to stick out a bit. Like this. Like this, like this, and like this, and like this, and like that, and like... Okay, I'll stop. There we go. So we're just going to do a ring around. All right, the ring has been made. And then on this one, what I want to do is I want to do this style where it's like every other, like... oh, you can't even see it anymore. It's this one right here, but you can't see it. So I don't know why I'm trying to show it to you if you can't see it. So basically, like, instead of doing... oh, heck. Instead of doing like 3 wide sections, I'm doing 1 wide sections with the timber. The timber! These are timbers. Shiver me timbers. Well, shiver me timbers. Okay, so like, oh, he's lost it. Oh, yeah. Yep, he's lost it. We need to send the YouTube crazy person police to go get him. 1, 2, and then 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Stop it. Stop it. Have I run out of dark oak already? Dark oak's actually one of the harder ones to harvest because I can't use my tree farm on it because it's a 2x2 trunk instead of a one wide trunk. I don't think they grow one wide. One wide. Talking. I'm not so good at talking sometimes. I think I needed speech therapy when I was younger or something. Probably needed other sorts of therapy as well. Probably still do. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs a little therapy. Little therapy. Tell you what, it's important. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this floor now, and then we're going to go from there. All right, the floor is filled in. Next one I'm trying to do is figure out where I want to put like windows. So I was thinking about doing like, you know, this one a window and that one a window and these 3 as like white or with our bone blocks. But I think I'm actually going to do just bone blocks in the middle and that one, and this one are going to be windows. Or maybe I should do all of them as windows. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I put this in here. Huh. Oh, those villagers. I like the way they talk. Of course, if everyone talked that way, the evening news would probably be pretty boring. Okay. Oh, I fell. I have fallen. Fallen for you. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Let's go. Boom. And boom. And boom. Boom. That. I don't know, you guys. What should I do here? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I think this is going to look the best from the inside and the outside. I'm going to fill this one with bone, this one with bone, and then we're going to put windows in the middle 3. I think that's going to work out. That's going to be good. This is almost like more of a modern style of building to me, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll be good. I think that's going to be good. That's going to be good. It'll be good. You guys think it'll be good? I think it'll be good. You're like, Hex, just shut up. Just shut up. Stop talking. We need more bone blocks. More bone blocks, please. There we go. Ooh, I like how this street is turning out. It's starting to look a little bit more city-ish. City-ish? Is that a word? I just coined that word. Copyright 2021, Hex Regulus, city-ish. City-ish. That's why I failed English, because I kept making up my own words. They were like, that's not English. That's good. I like that. That's going to be good. All right, so then when we put in windows later, we should have some excellentness. That's also a word. Excellentness. Isn't that just excellence? Is there a difference between excellentness and excellence? No, excellentness means that something is excellent. Excellence is something that you strive for, right? That's what I'm going with. Okay, here we go. All right, I got to fill in another floor, and then should we go up another story or just cap it off here? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We should definitely go up another story. Okay, there we go with the floor. I've been kind of trying to do my floors with like more stripy appearances. So like this is kind of like a stripe and then a stripe here and then like kind of a stripe going that way. And then just to kind of like look like, I don't know, maybe the variations of the log colors as they built it. Sort of, you know, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's do these now. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. Oh, my leg. 2, 3, 4. Oh, my ankle. 2, 3, 4. Oh, my toe. Oh, my knee. Oh. I don't know why if I'm not... Oh, I am taking some damage. That's funny. I was going to say, I don't know if I'm not really taking damage. Like, why? Why does he make that hideous bone cracking sound? Just... Oh, man. Ugh. Never been a fan of that sound when you fall down. Speaking of sounds, actually, in Minecraft. 2, 3. Oh, I must have gone up only 3. See, if you only go up 3, then you don't have the bone cracking sound. But then you got to come back this way and do all that. So that's kind of annoying. Anyway, ready? Here we go. Oh, my ankle. My other ankle. I'm running out of bones. My tibia. My metatarsal. I don't know. I'm not really an anatomist. An anatomist? An anatomer. Anatomist? Is it anatomist or anatomer? I don't know. Anatomer sounds like I'm playing a Bethesda game or something. Where's my dark oak? There it is. I found it. Okay, so we've got some dark oak, and we're going to go back here to our little build. This build kind of looks... do I not like it? Am I not liking this build? Do I not like the build? I like the build. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It just needs some things like right here. I think I might actually go put in like some supports here. Like that, maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? One there. And here, maybe that looks better. I don't know. Looks pretty good. It's quite a tower. It's quite a tower. Oh no. I've fallen and broken my toe. Yeah, so we need to do... Oh yeah, speaking of breaking toes, we need to do more of this. There we go, and that's done. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spleen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Oh, almost broke my ankle. Surprisingly, Steve has incredible regenerative abilities. Watch. All I have to do is eat one piece of fish, and my ankle's healed. See? Okay. There we go. And then I think I'm going to discontinue the pattern from below. Like this. And like that. There we go. Along here, we could do some windows. Maybe let's do like every other, like this, just to kind of make it a little bit more something. And then maybe if I do every other here, that's going to look weird. So I'm going to do what I did on that one. And plus, we've already got the roof line for this one, so we can see that this window actually will provide us some good lighting. For this window, not so much, because this build is already done with the roof here. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Wow, that looks like a castle up there. It's just the inn. That's funny. Okay, all right. Shall we put a roof on this? A roof. I mean, an upper. We need to put the an upper floor. There we go. Can I do that? No. What am I thinking? What am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I doing with my life? Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put right there a stair. No. Gosh, I hate stair blocks. I really come to dislike them during this process of building. I think I'm going to go like that, and then we can't actually put one here. We're going to bump our head, and I cannot go. Oh, I'm stuck. We got to break it now. Oh. Hold on. Like that, and then like that, and then we'll break it. And I don't love the way that this looks where they're just connected by diagonal, but sometimes it's just to provide space and a way to get up and down is just fine. I suppose I could use ladders and stuff, which I did do in a couple of builds, as you saw in a previous episode of the BlockHeads. But I just kind of, I don't know. I don't think that ladders are that authentic because it doesn't seem to me like people from any era would be wanting to climb up and down a ladder every time they had to get in and out of their house. I mean, once you're inside the house. I suppose that maybe some people might climb up a ladder to get to their house. Like if you lived in a tree house, or one of those houses that goes off the water. You know what I mean? It's built over the water, on stilts. Stilts. If that was the case, you might have to climb a ladder, especially if you drove around on a boat all the time. But I don't think that I would want to go up and down a ladder necessarily. So I don't think that that's probably the way that they did things. I don't know. I could be dead wrong about that. Dead wrong. Oh yeah, you're dead wrong. Oh, you're dead wrong, Hex. You're dead wrong. Yeah, I know. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, if that one's going to have a unique roof, do I want to have this one also have a unique roof? Or do I want to go a little bit more standard? We'll go a little bit more standard on this. 3, 4, 5. And I suppose we're going to have to do some dormers at some point on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. What would that look like? If we did one wide dormers, one there maybe. And then I think it would make more sense to go like this. Truly, truly, it would look better if we did this and then this, I think. That might be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then we're going to go like that. Go like this. And it's getting dark out. I have to go to bed. Good night. Okay, so yeah, I went ahead and did this one and built the whole upper portion. Just I don't know. I just wanted to make a little bit more progress in this video than just doing like two full sort of, well, two half houses really. But anyway, yeah, so I used this construction style where we did like boxes of 3, and then I actually set the bone blocks back a block, and that's going to be more like this style right here, like that one. So I really like that style, although I don't want to overdo it. And then we need to do some more like this one, where it's just kind of wonky and silly and weird. So we're going to be doing more of those. But along this street, I really wanted things to be crammed together. So when you cram houses together, you can't do as much jettying and odd things going on because you just don't have the room to do it. So these are a little bit more standard looking with the jetty sticking out. But I really like the way that this street is going to look. I mean, obviously it needs details and stuff. But as you're walking down this, I mean, it just has that nice, narrow, medieval style feel that I really wanted to go for. And I'm really liking this. I think it's going to be so good, like especially when we get these couple of houses built. And then right here, this is going to be, I don't know, like a fountain maybe. I probably won't do another tree like that one anywhere because it's kind of a one-off, like special tree. But we might do like a fountain or a garden in this area. Just one little area that's a little bit more open. I don't know how realistic that would be. Probably a well would actually be the best way to go, because then, you know, they would have like a purpose for its existence rather than just being a garden. But anyway, yeah, that's really good. I like that one. Got this one and this one. I was kind of thinking about doing this whole row except for this one where it's pink in this stuff. Actually, I might do this pink one as well. No, I might just leave that one to do later. I want to leave a few, like I said, in case I need to kind of come back and redo a style in a different area. So, yeah. Anywho, onward and upward, upward and onward. Here we go. I need to sleep, actually. Well, okay, all right. I just finished this one. This one's pretty much the same construction as the one next to it, except I used spruce wood, and we used a little bit of... well, yeah, spruce wood. That's about it. The size of this building's a little different, though. Look at it. Yep, it kind of had this too wide section right there. And what I wanted to do is I'm going to do a dormer right there. And, of course, a dormer right there. I guess I could have filled in that dormer with some white, some bone blocks. Why don't I just go ahead and do that? Why don't I just go ahead and do that? I probably will. But that is it for this episode. I actually kind of went over time on this one because I started doing a slightly different style, a little bit more block by block rather than progressy update. Maybe you guys like that. Maybe you don't. I don't know. It's just too hard to know what people really, really want out there. Everybody wants something different. So, yeah. Anywho, there we go. We're just going to put that right there and put that right there. And then we're going to put this right here. And then we're going to put this right here and call it good. There we go. That's good. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. And next episode, build some more of these around and see where we're getting to, because I'm liking the city vibe. It looks really good. I think that we should maybe go one wider on the street, like the stone and stuff. Yeah, that would probably behoove us to do that. Or maybe employ a waffle stick or an Etz mine to do that. They seem to like to do the pathways for some reason. I don't know why. I kind of like to do pathways, I guess. All right. All righty then. Well, guys and gals, this has been Hex. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you liked it. And don't forget to tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. That's all I had from Seinfeld. Tell your friends. Okay. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful, fantastic, stupendous, amazing, ridiculous. Oh, I just thought a creeper was going to blow up, but it was just me digging. Day. And God bless.